Hello, and welcome to Pittsburgh City Council's regular meeting for Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. My name is Kim Clark Baskin, and I'm the Assistant City Clerk. With us today, we have our sign language interpreter, Logan Showalter. The following is a list of legislation to be introduced by Pittsburgh City Council. Councilman Anthony Coghill presents Bill number 329, resolution granting unto Summit Hospitality 139 LLC, their successors and assigns the privilege and license to construct, maintain, and use at their own cost and expense a new projecting sign at 947 Penn Avenue, 2nd Ward, 6th Council District. Bill number 330, resolution further amending and supplementing Resolution 316 of 2018, previously amended by Resolution 78 of 2020, originally entitled Resolution Providing for Contract or Use of Existing Contracts and/or Agreements, providing for the preliminary design and final design services during construction and miscellaneous services for traffic installation on a South Side Signals project. Bill number 331, resolution further amending Resolution 797, effective December 28th of 2017, entitled Resolution Adopting and Approving the 2018 Capital Budget and the 2018 Community Development Block Grant Program and the 2018 through 2023 Capital Improvement Program by increasing 18th Street signal updates by $39,000.55. Bill number 337, resolution authorizing the mayor, the director of the Department of Public Works, and the director of city planning to enter into an agreement or use of existing agreements between the city of Pittsburgh and James Simon for the creation and installation of public art at Townsend Park, located at 803 Ernie Street. Cost not to exceed $8,000. Councilwoman Deb Rose presents Bill number 332. Resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Department of Human Resources and Civil Service to enter into an intergovernmental cooperation agreement with the County of Allegheny and Partner for Work for the shared operation and administration of the 2020 Learn and Earn Summer Youth Employment Program in an amount not to exceed $1,500,000. Bill number 333. Resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Department of Human Resources and Civil Service to enter into an agreement with Goodwill of Southwestern PA for administrative services related to the 2020 Learn and Earn Summer Youth Employment Program, cost not to exceed $227,374.26. Councilman R. Daniel Lavelle presents Bill number 334, resolution providing for further renewal by the Council of the City of Pittsburgh of a declaration of disaster emergency ratified by Council on March 17th, 2020, to extend the effectiveness of the declaration for 7 additional days, thereby making the declaration effective until May 19th in response to the ongoing public health emergency associated with the spread of the coronavirus. Bill number 335, resolution authorizing the mayor and the city solicitor to enter into a professional services agreement or a retainer agreement with the law firm of Motley Rice, LLC, a special legal counsel, to determine the economic impact that prescription opioids have had on the city of Pittsburgh and its residents, and based on such evidence, to investigate and, if appropriate, to commence and prosecute litigation against manufacturers, distributors, insurance companies, and/or prescribers of prescription opiates for damages to the city of Pittsburgh arising out of marketing, manufacturing, distribution, and/or the prescription of opiates. Bill number 336, resolution authorizing and directing the incurring of non-electoral debts through the issuance of a series of general obligation refunding bonds of the city of Pittsburgh in the maximum aggregate principal amount of $161,250,000. That concludes the reading of the legislation for introduction. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to the regular meeting of City Council for Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. The first meeting announcement, Council will continue to meet virtually on Tuesdays and Wednesdays until further notice. All meetings will be live streamed on the City Channel's YouTube channel. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Reverend Burgess.
Here.
Mr. Coghill.
Here.
Ms. Gross.
Here.
Mr. Kraus.
Here.
Mr. Lavelle.
Here.
Mr. O'Connor.
Here.
Ms. Strasburger.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Here.
Mrs. Cal Smith, President.
Here.
9 members present.
Thank you. As we join together from our remote locations, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our next order of business is public comment. No, I'm sorry. Our next order of business is proclamations. We have one to be read into the record from Councilman O'Connor.
Councilman O'Connor presents, be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Friday, May 22nd, 2020 to be Community Day School Class of 2020 Day in the City of Pittsburgh.
You've heard the reading. Is there a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Proclamations approved. Our next order of business is public comment. For those speakers that have registered and are waiting in the queue, please give your name and neighborhood for the record. Each speaker will have 3 minutes. I would like to, may we have the first speaker, please? Please state your name and neighborhood for the record. Ms. Timmons, I think it is. Do we have our speaker? Ms. Timmons?
Did you say Timmons?
I'm saying what I think. It's Timmons? It's you.
Timmons.
It's registered.
All right, you're not completely clear, but I think you said Dixie. It's Timmons?
Dixie, yes. That's it.
All right. Thank you. All right. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
We're ready. We're ready.
Okay. All right. Dixie Timmons, the borderline between Oakland and Shady Side. At 3 minutes, there's no time to cavil or digress. The man holds a sign saying, "We don't need no stinking cracker plant." A Mutt's cartoon, a small cat holds a sign. A big cat says in a loud voice, "You think you're going to help save the world? Ha ha." Small cat, you are never too small to make a difference. Just ask Greta. Greta Thunberg has made a difference. She's Time Magazine's 2019 Person of the Year. Looking younger than her 14 years of age, this plain-spoken little girl started a worldwide revolution of young people demanding that we do something about the mass extinction threatening our world. She started by skipping school and sat on the steps of the Swedish Parliament building in 2018 to demand climate action. Now millions of young people have joined the fight for urgent climate action. By 2019, approximately 4 million people from 7 continents participated in the global climate strike, the largest climate protest in history. Do you remember our part in this? It was here too. It is no laughing matter, and yet we still sit on our rumps and speak softly, if at all, about this world crisis. A year ago, 1 million species of plants and animals were on the verge of extinction thanks to human interference. Some are now gone forever. And yet we continue to tout our new cracker plants and oil wells as God-given answers to a new world of economic successes. What hypocrisy, or worse, what deliberate ignorance. As sentient beings, we have a right and a responsibility for a safe, healthy environment, and we all matter. We all count. Everything we do and do not do has an impact on our world. Greta said it this way: "I want you to act as if our house is on fire, because it is." Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I apologize for mispronouncing the name. Thank you. That brings us on to our next order of business, will be the presentation of papers. Councilman Burgess, Chair of Urban Recreation.
Move the papers, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Coghill, Chair of Public Works.
Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman.
Councilman Coghill presents Bill number 329, resolution granting unto Summit Hospitalities, their successors and assigns the privilege and license to construct, maintain, and use at their own cost and expense a new projecting sign at 947 Penn Avenue, 2nd Ward, 6th Council District. Bill number 330, resolution further amending and supplementing resolution number 316, which is an agreement providing for the preliminary design and final design services during construction and miscellaneous services for traffic signal installation of the South Side Signal Project, which was amended by Resolution 78 of 2020 to authorize a new total project cost up but not to exceed $536,000 to be further amended with this resolution to account for an increase in federal funding where costs associated with the South Side Signal Project have been converted from 80% federal and 20% local split to 100% federally reimbursable. The total project cost remains the same, not to exceed $536,000. Bill number 331, resolution further amending resolution number 797, adopting and approving the 2018 capital budget and the 2018 Community Development Block Grant Program and the 2018 through 2023 Capital Improvement Program by increasing 18th Street signal update by $39,000.55 to reflect the project now being 100% reimbursable by the Federal Highway Administration. Bill number 337, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of the Department of Public Works and the director of the Department of City Planning to enter into an agreement or the use of existing agreement between the city and James Simons for the creation and installation of public art at Townsend Park, located at 803 Ernie Street at a cost not to exceed $8,000.
Thank you. Councilwoman Gross, Chair of Intergovernmental Affairs.
Madam President,
Good morning, Councilwoman.
good morning.
Councilwoman Gross presents Bill number 332, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of the Department of Human Resources and Civil Service to enter into an intergovernmental cooperation agreement with the County of Allegheny and the Partner for Work for the shared operation and administration of the 2020 Learn and Earn Summer Youth Employment Program in an amount not to exceed $1,500,000. Bill number 333, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of the Department of Human Resources and Civil Service to enter into an agreement with Goodwill of Southwestern PA for administrative services related to the 2020 Learn and Earn Summer Youth Employment Program at a cost not to exceed $227,374.26.
Thank you. And can we have Councilman Kraus, Chair of Human Resources?
Good morning, Madam President.
Good morning.
No new papers. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Councilman Lavelle, Chair of Finance and Law.
Madam President,
Thank you, Councilman.
Councilman Lavelle presents Bill number 334, resolution providing for further renewal by the council of a declaration of disaster emergency ratified by council on March 17, 2020, to extend the effectiveness of the declaration for 7 additional days, thereby making the declaration effective until May 19th, in response to the ongoing public health emergency associated with the spread of the coronavirus. Bill number 335, resolution authorizing the mayor and the city solicitor to enter into a professional services agreement or a retainer with the law firm of Motley Rice LLC as special legal counsel to 1, determine the economic impact that prescription opioids have had on the city and its residents, and 2, on such evidence to investigate and, if appropriate, to commence and prosecute litigation against manufacturers, distributors, insurance companies, or prescribers of prescription opiates for damages to the city of Pittsburgh arising out of the marketing, manufacturing, distribution, and or prescribing of opiates. Bill number 336, resolution amending Resolution 183 by replacing the entirety of Resolution 183 with new language in order to conform to state and federal laws.
Madam President,
Yes, Councilman.
motion to waive the rules of councils for Bill 334 so it can appear on our final action today.
Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? So the bill will appear on tomorrow's standing committee agenda?
Today's,
Okay.
under final
Today's?
action.
Oh,
Yes.
today for final action. Okay, thank you, Councilman. Councilman O'Connor, Chair of Public Safety Services.
No new papers, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Strasburger, Chair of Innovation, Performance, and Asset Management.
No new papers, Madam President.
Thank you. Good morning, Councilwoman.
Good morning.
Councilman Wilson, Chair of Land Use and Economic Development.
Madam President,
Thank you. Good morning, Councilman.
good morning.
Councilman Wilson presents Bill number 339, resolution further amending and supplementing Resolution number 855 entitled Adopting and Approving the 2012 Capital Budget by transferring a total of $70,669.69 from multiple projects within District 1 neighborhood needs to District 1 DPW projects.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And myself for Chair of Hearings, I have no papers. We will now move on to unfinished business. Is there any further unfinished business before council? Hearing none, the next order of business is reports of committee for final action. Councilman Bruce Kraus, Committee on Human Resources.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilman.
Councilman Kraus presents Bill number 327, report of the Committee on Human Resources for May 6, 2020, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill number 307, ordinance amending and supplementing the Pittsburgh City Code Title 6 Conduct Article 5 Discrimination in Chapter 659 Unlawful Practices, Unlawful Housing Practices, and Section 65904 Unlawful Public Accommodation Practices to prohibit housing and public accommodation discrimination based on perceived or actual citizenship or immigration status and perceived or actual preferred language.
You've heard the reading of the title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? Hearing none, bill is now ready for final action. Those in favor will vote aye when their name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Reverend Burgess,
Aye.
Mr. Coghill, Ms. Gross,
Aye.
Mr. Kraus,
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle,
Aye.
Mr. O'Connor,
Aye.
Ms. Strasburger,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mrs. Cal Smith, President.
Aye.
Ayes 9, noes 0.
Bills having received the legally required number of votes are finally passed. Now we'll move on to Councilman Bobby Wilson, Committee on Land Use and Economic Development. Councilman Wilson,
Madam President,
thank you.
Councilman Wilson presents Bill number 328, report of the Committee on Land Use and Economic Development for May 6, 2020, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill number 305, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of the Department of City Planning to apply for grant funding from the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources Community Conservation Partnerships Program to provide funding for the master planning process of Fowler Park. The grant proposal includes an ask of up to $40,000 with a local match of up to $40,000 to come out of the 2021 City of Pittsburgh capital budget. In the event the grant is awarded, this resolution provides for an agreement and expenditures not to exceed $80,000.
You've heard the reading of the title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? Hearing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage will vote aye when their name is called. Those opposed, no. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Reverend Burgess,
Aye.
Mr. Coghill,
Aye.
Ms. Gross,
Aye.
Mr. Kraus,
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle,
Aye.
Mr. O'Connor,
Aye.
Ms. Strasburger,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Cal Smith, President.
Aye.
Ayes 9, noes 0.
The bill having received the legally required number of votes is finally passed. That moves us on to
Madam President,
Councilman Lavelle.
Bill 334.
We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any discussion on the bill? Do you want to explain to the public what it is?
Sure, this is the extension of our declaration of an emergency for one more week.
For one more week. Okay. And so, thank you, Councilman. Any further discussion? Bill's now ready for final action. Those in favor will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Reverend Burgess,
Aye.
Mr. Coghill,
Aye.
Ms. Gross,
Aye.
Mr. Kraus,
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle,
Aye.
Mr. O'Connor,
Aye.
Ms. Strasburger,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Cal Smith, President.
Aye.
Ayes 9, noes 0.
Bill having received the legally required number of votes is passed. We'll now we'll move on to motions and resolutions. I have a meeting announcement, then we'll move on to members. Council Standing Committee meeting will be held remotely tomorrow, Wednesday, May 13th at 10 a.m. To register to speak at the meeting, please first call the City Clerk's office by 9 a.m. at 412-255-2138. You will then be given a telephone number and an access code to join the hearing for public comment. You may also submit public comment to the clerk's office via their email at cityclerksoffice@pittsburghpa.gov by 4:30 p.m. the day before the meeting. Do we have anything from the members? Okay, hearing nothing from the members, can we have a motion to approve the minutes and adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Do we have a second? Meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.